Okay, y'all. All right. So, as you all know, the United Healthcare Insurance CEO, Brian Thompson, was pew-pewed maybe what, a week ago? Has it been a week? A little over a week ago. All right. I didn't want to comment because there were so many things, so many rumors, so many thoughts swirling around. I like to wait. I had my thoughts, but I like to wait a while. And I knew he would be caught because there's cameras everywhere. I knew he would be caught sooner or later. And I just like to wait to just digest everything that's going on before I make commentary. Well, today they caught the alleged perpetrator, and his name is Luigi Mangione. Luigi Nicholas Mangione, 26-year-old white male, not light skinned tinted like the NYPD tried to say. He's a white male, probably of Sicilian extract, because he has a beautiful head of hair. But anyways, Luigi, which that's a old Italian name. I don't know a lot of Luigis. I do know one Haitian kid whose name is Luigi. Listen, Haitians will name their kids all kinds of weird names. But other than that, I don't know too many Gen Z Luigis. But here we have one, 26-year-old, hails from Baltimore, B More. Um Ivy League graduate from University of Pennsylvania. Listen, not there's two major universities in Pennsylvania. There's Penn State and UPenn. UPenn is the Ivy League, and that's where he graduated from, and that's coincidentally, I believe, where Trump graduated from. He is a man of I guess I don't know too much about him, but of affluence, I guess, because he also did attend sort of one of those feeder schools. If you guys don't know what feeder schools are, those are prestigious high school or high school prep schools. Not the rinky dink private schools that you or I send our kids to. I do send my kids, they've been in private school, but not them the mid-level. No. You got these high ranking 40, $50,000 a year prep schools, and he attended one, I believe, I forgot where, in Maryland. I forgot the name of it, but the school he went to is on the same level as Exeter. If you don't know what Exeter is, it is a famous feeder school, prestigious, like high school prep school. I don't know if it's K through 12, but you have schools like Exeter, you have schools like Rosemary Choate Hall, schools like that. He graduated from a school like that. So what would make a smart, brilliant kid? And to me, yes, he's a kid because his frontal cortex is not developed yet. What would make him commit such a crime? Well, you know what? I'm telling you, Gen Z is a generation of defiance. Many of them are highly, highly educated, like this person here. They question everything. Whereas us millennials, we were just going with the flow. Listen, us millennials, we are scarred for life. We barely question. We just witness so much that we're just like, okay, whatever life may brings. But when I tell you Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they are with the shits. They see the they see the contradictions in our culture, in our society, in our country. They see the things that don't make sense. Like things just don't make sense, and they will not lay down without a fight. They're fighting everything, all the inconsistencies in society. They are not putting up with it. And listen, Gen Z, y'all can have it because us millennials, we tired. We've been through Desert Storm. We've been through two Bushes. We've been through the invasion war in Iraq and Afghanistan. Millennials have been through September 11th, right? We have been through the housing bust with the fall of the real estate and the economy. We've been through we're not getting Social Security. We've been through you don't get pensions. we're just listen, we just trying to live and make it and afford life and take care of these Gen Z, Gen Alpha kids that we had. But Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they are questioning everything. So I believe Luigi here, he was some sort of vigilante. And on top of that, he has a vigilante spirit and he's highly intelligent. Highly intelligent. So let's see what TikTok has to say about our friend here, Luigi. Listen, our friend, yes, but listen, my condolences goes out to Brian Thompson's family. But unfortunately, Brian Thompson was a casualty in a broken healthcare system. He was a casualty of war. And this is what's going on. This is what's going on in our country. So let me play the other videos first, and then I'll come back and commentate.
Responsible for the death of Brian Thompson is officially facing several criminal charges in Pennsylvania related to his arrest today. Luigi Mangione is now facing criminal charges including lying to a police officer, firearms charges, forgery, and other criminal charges in Pennsylvania. Now, he is not facing any murder charges in Pennsylvania because the murder did not occur in Pennsylvania. It occurred in New York. So he won't face criminal charges regarding the Brian Thompson killing until he is officially extradited and arraigned in New York City. Now, court documents reveal that he actually lied to police officers when they first arrived at the McDonald's to arrest him in Altoona and said that he clearly shouldn't have. Police say both the gun and the silencer were homemade. They were 3D printed and they were found on him when he was arrested at the McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. The next steps here are he's likely going to be extradited. He's going to face criminal charges in New York as well. And the investigation into the death of Brian Thompson will continue. Comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along, stay up to date on all the news regarding this and more that you need to know about. We have big news right now. The individual allegedly
Now, when I barely watch the news anymore, and you know why? Because I don't believe a damn thing that I see on the news anymore. I don't believe anything. So this guy pew-pewed the CEO, right? And then he was on the run like Beyonce and Jay-Z for it's been over a week now. And he stopped by to visit Aunt Una in Altoona a week later. And then goes to sit at a McDonald's eating, and McDonald's, who barely can fix the milkshake machine, whose people always are messing the ice cream machine. Sorry, my daughter the ice cream machine's always broken. Y'all always forgetting my daughter's barbecue sauce with her Happy Meal. Y'all always forget it. Y'all always get my coffee wrong. Or y'all will put freaking NutraSweet in it by mistake or Sweet and Low when I want regular sugar. Y'all always run out of, I remember when y'all ran out of the Grimace milkshake. Was it Grimace? Yeah, it was a Grimace milkshake. Y'all ran out of that and my daughter was pissed and threw a temper tantrum in the car. The fries are never to the perfect amount of crisp that I like it. McDonald's, you who never has the Happy Meal toy that my daughter wants, you just throw me the boy toy to give to my daughter. McDonald's, who's what else about McDonald's? Who's always messing up my order? Who I asked for a yogurt parfait, they told me they don't have those anymore. It's been years, which I didn't even know. You mean to tell me that the McDonald's employee was paying that good of attention while they're at their McDonald's job to spot Luigi eating a meal? I call lies. I don't believe any of this. When I tell y'all I don't believe, not only Not only that they recognized him, mind you, he had a hat up. They never showed his curly mop of hair. They only showed his nose and his lips. We never saw Luigi's hair. We saw his light skin, they tried to say. And the McDonald's employee was paying that close attention that they called 911 and yes, it's Amiya. They found Luigi. Are you kidding? Y'all believe this? Y'all really believe this? I don't believe it. Number two, they said he had a manifesto written on him. The manifesto he wrote is on him. Number three, he had the ghost gun and a silencer on him. Y'all really believe? Do y'all really believe this? Or you know what? He did all this on purpose to get caught. So there's no denying that it's him. That's the only thing I can think of. Because ain't no way that he was visiting Aunt Una in Altoona, which is nobody hears about Aunt Altoona. I've only heard that on Family Matters. And they called and got Luigi arrested. I don't believe that. Listen, I don't know what times we're living in, but between the whole Jay-Z fiasco, between we have SUV sized drones swirling up in the air, even by me, they said there were SUV car sized drones. I don't know what to think. All I know is Jesus is coming. I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe. And during his I guess they arrested him, he had a YouTube channel that was about to come out. Listen, this guy might be brilliant and may single-handedly bring down the healthcare insurance complex that is causing so many harm to people. I don't know what he has up his sleeves. Maybe he's going to be a vigilante of healthcare justice. I don't know. But this is all so weird to me. Y'all lucky I'm even talking about this now because I'm just sitting and watching everything. I don't know if I'm in the twilight zone. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on in this world. I feel like you turn on the news, we're living in some kind of freaking like we're living in some kind of experiment. With all this news that's going, oh, the fall of Syria. I swore I read that in the Bible, the fall of Damascus. I swore we sang that in one of our church songs when I was little. I don't know what is going on, but people have had it. You know what it is too? It's the economy. And even though he was well-to-do, he probably sympathizes with people. The only other thing I could think of is I know Brian, the CEO, and his wife were separated. Was he having an affair with the wife? It's so weird. I don't know what to think. I have no idea what's going on. But I tell you one thing, homeboy is fine. But anyway, everyone's in love with him. This is going to be, I think, if he goes to trial, it's going to be the trial of the century. I'm telling you, it's going to be the trial of the century. What jury's going to convict him? Listen, healthcare insurance companies have wronged and caused the harm and death of millions of people. It's a sad world we live in. Other countries look at us and they're like, "Oh my God, your country, the medical companies, the freaking biotech companies, the companies who make drugs and chemotherapy and diabetic drugs. My family members in other countries, they're like, your country's heartless." Heartless. I was explaining to my cousin how, after we go back to work after having a kid after 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, she was like, "What?" And as I'm saying it out of my mouth, I'm realizing, wow, our country is shit. Like your body, like I cannot believe I cannot believe our country, the state it's in. When you hear about benefits in other countries, it makes you disgusted with this country. For the past week, I've been hearing stories all over TikTok, all over social media about how United Healthcare have wronged their family members. And I just listen to those of you who work, especially those of you who work in healthcare. A lot of us in healthcare, we're affiliated with major hospital systems. So we are discounted. Like I'm discounted when I have medical care from, my hospital and its affiliates and its associates. So I rarely see a bill. So that's why I've kind of been desensitized. I really honestly did not know the severity of the health insurance industry, about how it wrongs people. I did not know, because number one, my ex has state insurance, which is amazing. I never saw a bill for all three of my kids when they were born, ever. My son had surgery at my hospital where I worked at. So through that, and it's a prestigious healthcare corp. I never saw a bill. Some of the best doctors did his surgery. Never saw a bill. I've been hurt. This year, I've been dealing with a lot of health issues, and I've been going for test after test after test. Barely a bill. Like, not a lot. I don't get a lot of bills. So, and by the grace of God, I've never been so sick. The time where I've been in the hospital, other than having my children, was when I had preeclampsia after I had my daughter. I had to go back to the hospital. I didn't see a bill. I never saw a bill. So I've been desensitized, and seeing all these anecdotes and stories, I say thank you, God. And I pray for people who don't have optimal insurance. But you know what, y'all? My insurance creeps up every year. Every year. It's going to get worse. I know it. It's going to get worse. That's why I throw thousands of dollars in my HSA account. Y'all, if you guys have HSA accounts, please fund it, because that will help you. That will help you pay for medical bills. That's what I've been doing, because slowly but surely, I've had great insurance in the past, but remember, I'm divorced, so I don't have that great state medical insurance anymore. Number one. Number two, with a lot of these healthcare corps, they're getting greedy. So while my insurance is decent now, I don't know what their plans are. I don't know. I'm not betting on it. I'm not betting on it. So yeah, it's sad. I understand people's frustrations. These healthcare insurance companies are foul. Foul. And you know who goes along with it? Car insurance as well. Everything's creeping up on everybody. Listen, something's got to give in our society. Something's got to give. Something has got to give. No one's getting raises that keeps up with inflation. But you know what keeps up with inflation and keeps going up and up? Our auto insurance. My auto insurance has incrementally gone up. Not every year, every 6 months when it renews, it's gone up. Healthcare insurance is going up as well. Every year, my shit's going up. Hazard, homeowners insurance. Every year I cuss them out. They're like, oh, it's not our fault. Listen, fuck that. Not to mention, you go to the grocery store. Everything, like, I kid you not. I looked at something which I thought, oh, it's $3-4, because I'm used to the price being like $3-4 from years ago. Only a couple of years ago, that shit was like $7. I threw that shit back. It's ridiculous. Now, Nicholas, again, who comes from a family of means, if he went to a $40,000 prep school, I don't know. Not Nicholas, Luigi. If he was going through any financial hardships, did he have student loans? He had a very good job. He's some kind of engineer or something or other, right? worked in Hawaii, but I believe they said he saw his grandparents go through it with the insurance companies. That's what he saw. That's enough to tick people off. It's hard to feel bad for these CEOs, especially when Brian Thompson was allegedly being investigated for insider trading as well. Y'all know what insider trading is? Where they know how to trade. Listen, when you're trading on Wall Street, you're not supposed to know. It's basically gambling. You're not supposed to have insight on how the market's going to move or be able to predict with you know what I mean? Like, unless you're some kind of psychic, yes, you can watch trends and invest based on the trends and what you think is going to happen. You are not supposed to invest knowing exclusive information or pumping and dumping in the market. That is illegal. And that's what him and allegedly some other folks did. They must have pumped up the market, and then he cashed out $15 million. Did Luigi know about this? Did his family member have United Healthcare? And then did Luigi know about this lawsuit? Oh yeah, he was being investigated, Brian, by the Department of Justice. And that was an article published last year. This has been going on for the last year or so. Did Luigi know that and see the accusations of insider trading? Stories developing. We'll see what happens. I still am not convinced of the facts of this case. I would not be surprised if Homeboy somehow, some way winds up murked. Because again, like I said, I'm not going to say too much. Things are not always as it seems. He may be made out to appear like a vigilante. He may be made out to look like that, but there are other factors and forces that have other motives to cause Brian to be pew-pewed. You see? And Luigi also had political ties. He has listen, you follow the rabbit hole. Listen, everything falls in line together. Listen, oh my God, I just made another discovery. The first tie is Luigi Mangione. He's from Baltimore. From Baltimore. His cousin, who is let me find it. Let's find it. His cousin is a political figure in Baltimore. Let's find it, y'all. If this would load. And Baltimore is a highly connected, highly connected, educated area because it's in the DMV. You know, you have DC, Washington. That's a highly political area. So now let's see who his cousin is. The man arrested in connection to the murder of a health insurance executive is related to Republican Maryland House of Delegates member Nino. A lot of them people got a lot, like real Italian names, Nino and Luigi. So Nino Mangione is his cousin. They are cousins. Y'all see that? And they are Facebook friends. Look at that. Would you look at that? Listen, things are not as always as it seems. I don't believe anything that I see or read anymore. Let's look up Nino Mangione. That is such an Italian name. Those people are. Nino Mangione. They look alike too. That's his cousin, y'all. Let me share my screen. Right here. That's his cousin. Let's read about his cousin. He's young too. From the Republic. He's a Republican. Was a member of the Maryland House of Delegates representing District 42A since 2003. He also served as Baltimore County's co-chair for the state's Trump Victory Leadership County team. He attended Towson University, where he received his BA in political science in 2009. Yep. Oh, God. So, yeah, I bet you they are a politically affiliated family. All right, y'all. We'll just keep watching as this show unfold in this matrix that we're living in. I don't know what else to say. All I know is he's caught, y'all. We'll see what happens.